Hi guys, the Black Gatsby here. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is my first video in a series that I'm doing where I'm taking my Rain team to the Battle Tower. It's a doubles team, and I aim to get to Master Rank and then complete the Battle Tower and get all my Pokemon a Master Tower ribbon. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you my team in Showdown first before we go over to um, a brilliant diamond for the actual Switch footage. I thought I'd like kind of talk you through my team, and yeah, so enjoy. So first up, we got Politoed. This is a rain team. Politoed sets the rain. I've given it the Argov berry for extra bulk. It's got EVs invested in HP, um, defense because this defense is just naturally lower than its special defense, including beneficial nature for defense as well. And the rest of the remaining EVs have gone to special defense. The one I have in my game is built exactly the same as this one, so that's how it will perform. Then we got Kingdra. This is kind of the main kind of sweeper of the team. Brilliant defensive typing, only weak to Dragon and Fairy. It should be able to outspeed anything except for another Pokemon that has Swift Swim. Or is actually very vulnerable to itself. I've actually gone for Modest, which is plus special attack. But if I come against a Jolly Kingdra and it is it Jolly? No, the one what's that? What's the one I'm thinking of? It's got plus speed minus attack. Where is it? Where's the plus speed stuff? Where is it? Plus speed. Timid. Yeah. If I come against a timid Kingdra and it hits me with Draco Mia, I am finished. So as long as I don't come across that, which actually I think in all my time playing doubles, I think I've seen it once or twice. It's not that common. I usually switch my Kingdra out, get him on top, fake out, and try to deal with it that way. Um, But yeah, you need to immediately make sure you get Kingdra off the field because one Draco Meow from our enemy Kingdra, and that especially if it has Swift Swim, game over. Kingdra's dead. We can't outspeed it if it's got max EVs in speed, so because this is a modest one. But for everything else, you're fine. It should be able to speed out everything else. In terms of EVs, as you can see, max special attack is the special sweeper. Remaining EVs in HP because it's naturally got the same defense and special defense, so it makes more sense to put the extra EVs into HP. And the moves are Muddy Water, Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, and Yawn. Yawn's quite good for um, there's specific Pokemon that are quite problematic that you can't kind of clear off the field with Politoed and Kingdra. Some examples are like Gyarados, um, Togekiss, Zapdos. There's some types that these kind of four Pokemon here can't hit. So yeah, Yawn is good just to kind of have them asleep whilst you try and basically double into and get rid of that threat because usually once that main threat is gone, the rest of the team can do their thing. And obviously because hopefully the sun will be up and Kingdra has Swift Sim, it should be able to get the Yawn off successfully without any interruption. Um, Ice Beam hits flying types. It's particularly potent against like Gyarados. Gyarados is not Gyarados, sorry, Zapdos. Zapdos is so annoying against this team. Yeah, one shots Polito. They can threaten him on top of his flying type move, and Kingdra and Arcanine can't stab. Don't isn't super effective against it, so it's not like great. We have no rock coverage either, so that doesn't help. Draco Meteor demolishes all dragon types that come in Kingdra's way. Very slim chance of missing, doesn't happen often, but if it's a 50-50 with another but not a 50-50, but if there's another dragon type on the field that is obviously going to attack into Kingdra, sometimes it's better to go for the Ice Beam if it's like a Salamence or Dragonite because um, they're 4 times weak to ice, so it usually is enough to KO them. But if it's like a Latias or Latios, you, Ice Beam doesn't necessarily one-shot them, so you're probably better to go for the Draco Meteor. And with Wide Lens, it has 99 accuracy, but it's still a very slim chance it can miss. And if you've ever played Battle Tower BDSP, for some reason, secondary effects like or chances of missing and stuff like that feel heightened. It's weird. It's like, you know what I mean. There's a 20% chance for you to flinch, you'll flinch. 20% of your chance to drop your defense, will get dropped. 30% chance to burn, you'll get burned. Happens all the time, and it's just annoying. So just be mindful of that because that can literally you can literally cause you to lose the game because the rest of the team can't really deal with dragon types really well. Arcanine, it resists Arcanine's Flare Blitz, hit 'em on top because they're especially the flying type ones resist its fighting moves. Politoed, yeah, none of these guys can really hit uh dragon type, so it's really important that we Kingdra can get that Draco meter off. And then Muddy Water, good spread move. Um, doubles the power and rain and is it 1.5 or double? One of the two. Boost the, rain boosts the power and it also gets stab and with wide lens it makes it far more likely that you actually hit both targets, and also there's a very small chance that you can lower the accuracy, so it's just a brilliant move on Kingdra, and this move alone will win you a lot of games. Next we go to Hitmontop. He is my personal favorite of this team. I do love Politoed, I do love Kingdra, but Hitmontop, what a guy. Um, Fake out, invaluable, close combat, great stab against the normal types, rock types as well. Um, Sucker Punch is good. Priority, and then Helping Hand to maybe boost Kingdra attack or something. This move can be played with. Rock Slide is a good alternative. Potentially Bullet Punch, Endeavor. Uh, I didn't even know I had Aerial Ace. Uh, Potentially Wide Guard could be a good one. Yeah, there's some moves. This last lot is up for like grabs. But the must-haves are Fake Out, Close Combat, Sucker Punch. Just to quickly go through its EVs, match HP. Its defense is slightly naturally lower, so EVs in defense, remaining in special defense. You don't have to give it to special defense. You can maybe put it in attack or reduce its defense a little bit, put a little bit more in attack. But him on top for the most part is just a fake out abuser. And if you need to do like super effective fighting damage to someone who's obviously weak to fighting, hit my job is a good is good for that as well. And another sucker punch when it's very tight and you just want to get the KO. We also have the roll up berry. It's very useful. A lot of people who attack him on top almost this goes off every single time I use him on top. So there's a thing of trying to attack him on top with special attacks, especially psychic mons or people with psychic type moves trying to hit him on top. And most psychic moves are obviously special. So this always kind of goes off, so it's just a nice bit of like chip damage, especially against like a Zapdos, because Zapdos has roost. But if you hit it with the Rocket Berry and then you can quickly maybe get the KO with like a Kingdra next turn or something, it's good. And last but not least, we have Arcanine. I decided to give Arcanine a Lumberry. I want Arcanine to be a defensive pivot for slower sunsetters. Sorry, slower weather setters. So um, and basically, it's kind of a Torkoal. If for whatever reason, Polito comes in and Torkoal comes in on the other side, the sun will set because Torkoal is slower. So it's good to swap in Politoed for Arcanine to eat up a potential solar beam or any kind of fire damage, even though it won't do that much to Politoed and Kingdra anyway. It's good to have someone you can safely switch in. And also, Arcanine can switch into when your opposing Pokemon are trying to hit your mons with status moves. Lumberry hit it the first time. Go ahead and set up the safeguard. Usually, to be able to outspeed whoever's doing it, as a lot of the mons who do use um, status moves are quite slow. There's no speed investments. Arcanine, it depends what you kind of need Arcanine for. I've gone with max HP, attack, and special defense. But just to note, Arcanine's the only Pokemon who's in my actual game, his EVs and natures and stuff don't match up. I kind of ran out of the material to kind of make it into the mode I wanted it, but because I'm going to be starting Battle Tower from the beginning, the first kind of 28 games or so, it shouldn't really matter. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. It's only when you kind of get into doubles, a master rank where these things, can can literally make a difference. So flare bits, powerful stab. No need to explain that. Just be mindful in rain, that is a lot weaker. Extreme speed, priority move, safeguard to protect our team from status moves, and snarl to kind of hit psychic and ghost types. Hitmontop has a terrible time against psychic types, so snarl's a nice way to kind of reduce special damage output. And just all other mons who are special attackers that kind of threaten our mon. So any lightning kind of, sorry, electric types that maybe try and hit Politoed, you can probably get in some snarls to weaken it down. Same thing with potential fairy special attacks and also grass special attacks. So yeah, Snarl's just a good move. It hits both targets as well, so that's good. And yeah, that's kind of it. Um, so these are the four mons I'm gonna take. You notice Entei's here. So I've chosen these four mons because I want to reach the top of the doubles in master rank with only non-legendary Pokemon. Entei is a legendary Pokemon, but if you wanted the upgrade from Arcanine, this is your guy. Sacred Fire, 100 base, that also 50% chance to burn and throws the user. It's a big upgrade on Flare Blitz. I know Flare Blitz does slightly more damage, but Entei has more attack and also it has a 50% chance to burn, and it's no recoil. So I know it's a little bit inaccurate, but 95% will hit more times than not. So you don't have to worry about that. Extreme speed, just like Arcanine. Stone Edge for coverage, particularly great against the Togekiss and Gyarados and Zapdos, who are banes for this team. They're literally so annoying to deal with. Um, and the only thing to be mindful of is obviously Stone Edge. It's only 80% accurate, so there's a good chance you'll miss a few of these. So just be mindful of that. And then Crunch to kind of just a final move for coverage, and obviously Choice Band, uh, self-explanatory, boost attack. Um, if you use the Choice Band, then obviously go for the Jolly Nature. And if you use the Choice Scarf, which is another option you can use for Entei, go for is it Adamant? Yeah, Adamant, where the attack is the beneficial EV. So if you just go into the EVs, max attack, max speed. So yeah, it's just kind of standard. But yeah, if you're not fussed about using legendaries, then I'd 100% recommend Entei over Arcanine, as Entei is just it's superior. But actually not by that much. Bearing in mind Arcanine does have Intimidate, which is obviously quite useful, but um Entei also has inner focus, so there's none of that stat reducing stuff you have to worry about. Just going back to Politoed, I didn't really discuss his moves, so I'll quickly go over it. So we got Scald, Chance to Burn, Stab plus the Rain. It's good. It's the only attack. Haze, a lot of Pokemon have like annoying moves like Double Team, or people might be trying to set up right in front of us, especially if they got like some grass types or like a Gastrodon on the field. They're gonna probably try some funny stuff, or like an Empoleon where you can't necessarily get rid of the Pokemon straight away. Haze is just to stop it from getting out of control. Peristrong, alternative win condition. This is the most, um, I want to say the most important move out of every single mon in this team. The amount of games I've won in the past of Peristrong is just phenomenal. And plus, once you get to a 3v1 type situation, Peristrong guarantees you the win just in case any baloney happens. And Protect, obviously, because a lot of people try and kind of target into Politoed. So yeah, that's kind of it. How long did that take doing that? I can't even see the timer. But anyway, yeah, let's go to 14 minutes, not too bad. Might cut a little bit out when I get to editing the video. So yeah, let's go to BDSP and let's begin. So yeah, let's go BDSP. So so as you just go to the computer here. As you can see, this is my first time playing it on my Brilliant Diamond. I did my first playthrough of these games in Shining Pearl, where I have everything unlocked. I thought I'd go fresh, use a fresh team. I've actually won with this team in the past in Shining Pearl. The only difference is instead of Arcanine, I use Entei, but the ones I used before, uh, I didn't. They weren't prepped how I wanted to prep them. So if you see my mons, they all have like uh if I just go to the computers. Yeah, they all have perfect IV, perfect IV, perfect IV. They all have perfect IVs, all bred by myself, all in my OT. So these are my Pokemon I've raised from kind of scratch. It took me a long time to kind of build them up. If you would like to know how I went about breeding all that kind of stuff, just drop a comment, message me, or you know, you can message me on socials or whatever. But yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, I want to take it. Double, please. So yeah, so I always start with Kingdra and Polito. The reason why I don't start with Hitmontop and Arcanine, or with Hitmontop in particular, even though he's got a fake out, is because of Defiant or competitive. Sometimes you really don't appreciate that boost. It can, if you don't manage to go first and knock out that Pokemon, it can seriously come back to bite you. So that's kind of why I don't start with Hitmontop, and why I wouldn't start with Arcanine. Uh, yeah. Also, him on top can usually take a hit from when he switches in, so it should be fine. So yeah, so this is kind of level one. These kind of first seven trainers I'll be battling against should be fairly easy. I'm gonna see if I can try and um, actually try and see if I can keep all four Pokemon, like not let any of my Pokemon faint. So we're gonna go ahead and just hit him with the muddy water, and there's no reason for Politoed to really be out anymore, so I can go ahead and send in uh, just in case there's grass taps in the back. I'll put in him on top. Don't know what this guy's got planned. If Pikachu survives, he's definitely gonna try and hit a Thunder move into Hitmontop's slot. See, I didn't even need to use yeah, yeah. Kingdra got rid of them really easily. Kingdra's actually amazing Pokemon. Like I didn't even realize when I was younger and I played Pokemon Silver and stuff how good King. Like I knew of Kingdra. I thought Kingdra was quite cool because it was like a um probably go for Pidgeotto. Like I was saying, I didn't really because when I was younger and I had Pokemon Silver, uh, I didn't actually realize how good Kingdra was. I never actually obtained one in the game, so I kind of missed the generations where Kingdra was kind of involved with stuff. So yeah, so we kind of just dusted the first trainer pretty easily and just hit him with a sucker punch for the fun of it. Yeah, there's no way he's surviving this ice beam. Yeah, so not a single Pokemon um fainted, so that's good. I imagine that no Pokemon will faint whilst I take on these first seven, but we'll see how we get along with that. I actually have spare copies of some of the Pokemon in my team, so if you would like to use this team, and you can't be bothered to make the Pokemon yourself, um, consider hitting me up. I may give you my old ones. My old ones all have the battle tower ribbon, master ribbon on them as well, innit? So I may give you. I call them like my prototype squad when I was still learning about like um, master tower doubles and stuff like that. So again, we have to be a little bit mindful of the fake out, but once again, he's got a thunder type ready to kind of kill Politoed, but it's not happening, mate. Hit him on top back in. Oh, that's convenient. Well, at least we got rid of Pikachu. What was he gonna do? Oh, bulk up. Interesting. I love this game because it's just so funny how like uh they always have multiple answers for the Pokemon in your team. What you'll notice when you're playing this game is that the AI. Ah, okay. Ice Beam should kill it. Sucker Punch in case Chimchar tries anything. What's funny is the AI always has the perfect counter to your team when you get to like master rank. It's still early days, so I don't know. I don't know. Even if they do have counters, they're gonna be weak and they won't be able to properly threaten the Pokemon. But like, make no mistake, like the AI in master rank literally has like the perfect counter to your team. You're like, mate, it's so frustrating. Like, and it doesn't matter. So what I thought was that it was just a coincidence that they kept bringing out like grass and lightning type Pokemon against Kingdra and Politoed. So what I did is I swapped it with Arcanine and Hitmontop, and then they kept bringing out ground and flying types. Like, mate, it's a setup. Like, it's hilarious. You'll be fuming when you like or like when I started putting Hitmontop in. They kept bringing out starting with Pokemon that had like Defiant or competitive so that they could trigger. It was like really annoying. Yeah, so on game three right now. So far, so good. Not a Pokemon hasn't fainted yet. Hopefully, we can get to game seven with no knockouts on our team. Okay, you got Bonsly, potential sturdy user there. There seems to be no kind of threat at the moment. You have to be careful with Bonsly because I'm pretty sure Bonsly is gonna have like sturdy. By the way, there's like a Cerebi page if you want just to be safe. Let's just double into Bonsly just in case he's got anything interesting like what do you want to call it? There's a good chance Bonsly could potentially have counter. Oh, okay, Rockford, that's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Uh, one Muddy Water, and then we can Scold Glameow. Oh, kill both of them. Like I was saying, yeah, Cerebi has information on every single trainer that's in single and double battles. So you can actually go there and see what you're coming up against. I don't do that because I enjoy the kind of thrill of trying to outsmart my opponent. I think knowing what Pokemon they have, what moves, and what EV, it kind of ruins the kind of fun grind side of things. Look, he's got like, thank God King's just typing. Like, mate, this is not good. Um, Probably gonna try tap Politoed. I guess I can Draco Meteor Lombre and then just Haze after that, after the attack drop. Oh, he faked me out. Tentacle's probably gonna try and poison us. He's gonna get a poison watch. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Maybe I was a bit excited there. What can we do? We can Drake on me, I am. And then hit him on top. In case he tries to sludge bomb into that slot. You can get hit with the rope, baby. Yeah, King is really weak now. Now, oh, I still didn't get poisoned. Interesting. Oh, like I said, no Pokemon are getting knocked out today. Fake out. Oh, fake out was enough to enough to get the KO. But with that Severy page, just going back to that, if you want to get a specific Pokemon with the Master Tile ribbon, but that Pokemon isn't really competitively viable, that's a good way of putting yourself in the best position to be able to do that. So I think I did that for like Tyranitar. I built a team with Tyranitar, Gliscor, and two other Pokemon. I can't remember. But Gastrodon was one of them actually. But it was a real hard team without um, just doing it without looking at the lineups to accomplish. So I ended up just doing that to get my shiny Tyranitar. He's a master rank ribbon. Okay, interesting start. I guess I'll go Muddy Water and I'll go straight into Hitmontop. I always recommend get Politoed out of the battle immediately. The Perry Song as an alternative way to win. See, I've just knocked out two Pokemon. Now I can bring back him, Politoed, do Perry Song, and no matter what, I'm pretty much going to win unless he can knock out all four Pokemon in like 3 turns. Unlikely. Okay, cool. He's got Drift. Oh, Drift Loon is flying type, which isn't good. So we're going to Ice Beam him, and we're going to fake out Clamper. Yeah, it's too easy. I'm gonna finish off with Draco Meteor and close combat. Is that 4 people I beat now? Is it 5? Yeah, okay, I got 3 more, and then I get my first set of battle points. Sunshine Happily. Yeah, the thing about these kind of the first kind of 7 consecutive games you do is if you know what you're doing, it feels like it's quite easy, and then you think it's gonna kind of stay easy, but it gets progressively harder. And especially when you get to like games, I think it's 40 games 43 to 49, very tough. Well, happy to survive. Interesting. Oh, it's gonna hit him on top with the psychic, but the raw berry should kill him anyway. Should be fine. Yeah, guys, sometimes you have to worry about that fake out. Oh my god, there's no safe person to switch in. I'm gonna assume he's not gonna go for a water type move into Kingdra's slot because Kingdra is 4 times resist that. So I'm gonna bank on that, and I'm going to close combat Chinchou. If he hits me with a water move, that is proof that the AI knows what you're gonna do and changes their okay, good, and changes their moves accordingly. Yeah, yeah, that's 5 games. That's 5 wins, no knockouts. I actually want to try Sword and Shield Battle Tower. I want to take this team into Sword and Shield and see how far I can get with them. But the whole Dynamax thing and the much larger pool of Pokemon, I'm sure I'll come into a whole different heap of problems. Just 2 more to go. Then I wrap up the first video. I'll release one every day for you guys. So you can see me. I'll just spend like a half an hour each evening, just kind of showing my grind all the way to the top. I imagine the master doubles when I finally get there will take a lot longer though. I pray I don't like lose along the way, so I don't have to like restart. So I shouldn't have to worry about fake out, and then I don't think they'll survive that. Even if they do survive it, am I threatened? Not really. So I should switch to my bow and hit him on top. Hmm. Something tells me Finion has like a psychic move. That's kind of why I chose the Draco, the Finion. So it doesn't really matter what Beetle does now. I guess I can switch. The dog can come back out. And let's give him hit him with the close comeback. Maybe that Beetle has Swiss swim. I didn't expect it to be faster than him on top. To be fair, him on top is quite slow. It's game 6. Well done, boys. Yeah, last but not least, game 7. So I should get, I think, 3 battle points after this win. Lady Tiana. Bartway. And Happy. I think. Oh, Happy New might survive. I don't think either of these people can threaten Polytoad. Mm. I think says one of these guys gonna hit me with like an energy ball or something. Let me do it to Happy New. Happy New will probably survive. If one of them do, yeah, I thought so. A monstrous HP and special defense. It's a baby Pokemon and was able to withstand that. Oh, does that have Sunstorm? Oh my god. Ah, so jarring. I should be able to still outspeed these clowns anyway. Hit one top in. Hopefully Drifloon doesn't survive and hit me with a flying type attack. I don't want anyone dying. Wonderful. Thank you, King Joe. Interesting. He went for the yawn. Yeah, let's wrap up. Molly War. Put back in Ollie. What he told. Lovely. Oh, interesting. Even with the berry, he couldn't withstand it. It needs to be the evolved version. Yeah, I got 3 battle points. Yeah, so that's kind of it for this session. I will do my next video hopefully tomorrow for you guys. So yeah, um, peace out.